Hey folks, Robbie Payne with Chrome Unboxed, and today we're going to be unboxing the Google Home Max. Now Google has sent this to us. It's actually a brand new box. I thought we were going to get just a review unit, but it's actually brand new. So we're going to open it up and take a look and kind of get first blush. And this is really my first blush take because even with the events we've been to, I haven't really spent any time with this device. So I really have no idea what to expect. But the boxing, the branding on it is very similar. There we go. Oh, wow, it's really heavy up top. Okay, there's nothing else in there. Wow, it's really heavy. So I think on the spec sheet it says it weighs somewhere around 12 pounds, and it feels like it, all of it, but very well constructed. Probably some good size magnets in that bad boy. Now, one of the cool things about this is the little pad on the bottom is magnetic. So it actually just kind of comes off and flops around. I'm not really sure how they have a magnet that's that bendable, but cool. And so that becomes the foot. It also should work, I think, down on the side. Yeah. So if you have a pair of them and they pair up, they realize that they're stereo speakers, so you could have that, you know, set up your DJ table or whatever. But for us, we're happy to have just the one here, and we're gonna put that foot back on. And again, that gives it a little bit of separation from the table. It dampens any sound that would reverberate down into whatever surface you set it on, so it serves quite a few purposes. That does not mean that if you were to take it off here, not like it's going to stop working, but it slides around much easier without that there. And again, it's probably going to sound better with it on there. So that's a pretty cool thing. Let's look around here real quick. There's not much going on. It's, you know, it's Google Home. It's meant to be simple. But we have a slide bar right here across the top. And basically, you can slide this for volume control all the way across, and obviously tap here in the center for play pause. That's it. That's all that serves for. But it looks good, and it's very simple. You know, no one's going to get this out of the box and be like, I wonder what this does. I mean, they're going to figure that out pretty quick. We're going to try it out in a second. What you also have is multiple microphone holes. So there's two over here and two here. I think that's it. Basically, what those serve as and what Google has touted and what they're saying this will do, we're going to review it and really put it through some paces to see. But it's a $400 speaker, so if you're just going to use it to control smart home stuff, it seems like kind of a poor investment. However, this is really a nice speaker unit as well. So this is for the people that want Google Home, but they want it in a very nice set of speakers. And so what it does is it uses these microphones to actually hear how bass is reverberating through the room, and then it adjusts the way that the speakers function on behalf of the room. And so within 20 to 30 seconds, you can take it into a different room. It's too close to this wall, or it's farther away, or it's in the middle of the room, or it's outside, and it should actually adjust for the best settings for that room. Again, we're going to test that. We're going to move it into different rooms and kind of try to trick it basically and see how it works. But for today, we're just taking a look. Yeah, and around the back, let's talk about that real quick. So you got the power here, USB-C. I'm not actually real sure right off the top of my head exactly what you would do with that. Maybe you could just use it as a charging dock. Perhaps that'll be further use down the road. And then probably a hard reset button would be my guess on there. And then this is your mic switch, so you can actually mute the microphone if you feel like there's any issues where it's listening too much. But for the hardware, I mean, that's really it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, unassuming, and it's really going to kind of just blend in wherever you put it. The rest of the box here, so again, very nice packaging. There's just not much in it. Power cable and kind of a get started card. But again, we're going to turn it on and basically open the Google Home app, and it'll set itself up pretty much. It's if you've ever set up any Google Home device, Mini, any of those things, they're real straightforward and simple. So we're going to take a quick break and at least go ahead and get it set up because that's not really a unique thing to the Google Home Max. That was dope. That was way cooler than the other ones.
Welcome to Google Home. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
All right, so we're back, and we got it set up within just a couple minutes, and honestly could have almost just kept rolling because it's so simple. The Google Home app sees the device, walks you through the setup, and you're good. It's on the Wi-Fi now. We can talk to it. Hey Google, what's the weather like outside?
Currently in Elizabethtown, it's 51 and sunny. Today, it'll be clear, with a forecasted high of 51 and a low of 33.
So, it does all the same thing that Google Home Mini, regular Google Home, big one. All that stuff's going to be the same. So it's going to be able to control all the same stuff. All of that's the same. What sets this apart is its prowess as a speaker. Now, we did figure out the hole in the back is an auxiliary port. So, if you got like a cool vinyl setup and you want to run something like that, something that's analog out into the speaker, you can take advantage of it that way too. The other one is just a hard reset button and that kind of stuff. So down on the bottom, just because people really get into this, we'll peel this sticker off. And that's where your little magnet goes. But that's really not the sound we're here for. So before we move on to anything else, I just want to show you, or let you hear technically, how good this thing sounds. No setup, no EQ, nothing. We just downloaded one of the tracks off YouTube you're allowed to use without attribution or anything like that. But I'm gonna give some attribution. If you ever search in that, it's the artist's name is Otis. And most of his stuff on there is really awesome. We use it in a lot of our videos. Anyway, so I'm just gonna hit play, and hopefully if you got some earphones on, hopefully our mic setup is picking this up pretty well, because this thing sounds incredible. So as you can see, I'm kind of sliding my hand across the top, and we saw that earlier in the video. Just a big volume slider in the center. And I don't know if this is going to pause. I'm playing this from like a web browser and then casting it, so the play pause probably won't work quite properly. But I kind of like this as background audio while I finish talking. Look, this thing's $399, and we're going to put it through its paces and give it proper review treatment and do all that kind of stuff so that you can decide whether or not this is for you. But here's what I can tell you right now. If you're not really into speakers and really into sound and really care how a speaker sounds particularly, I really don't think this is a device for you. Maybe if it comes down to like $300 or $250 maybe. What I can tell you is I am really into speakers. I am really into having awesome sound. And so one of my fears is with this device is after reviewing it, I'm gonna want it. And once Google wants this one back, I'm gonna be out $400 to go buy one. But it sounds just amazing. And it's cool that you can have a device that looks this good, kind of blends in, auto EQs, does all that kind of cool stuff, but then can also, hopefully you can see this light over in the corner, can do things like this. Hey Google, turn off the big light.
Okay, turning the big light off.
Kind of cool. And as more smart home things show up, by the way, that's a Leo box. We put that in a review in another video. We'll put the link down below and in the description, so you can kind of see it's just a Wi-Fi socket that you can tell Google Home to control. But as more things become available to use with Google Home, it's just going to be able to control more and more stuff. But again, remember, it's a great speaker with some cool other features built in. We will get to everything, and we'll try it in multiple rooms and all that kind of stuff in the full review. But just know, it's a smart speaker that does what other smart speakers do from Google, but it sounds really incredible at first blush. And so it'll be interesting to spend more time with it. And of course, after we do, we'll put out a review so that you can maybe make a purchasing decision based on it. Guys, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button below. And until next time, we'll see you.